Week 1 of the 150k challenge on TopstepX was a complete success, managed to profit more than 1,500, so we're halfway there. As you may know, I'm copy trading 350k combines on TopstepX, so a total of 150k, and I started this challenge last week, but I just couldn't find any setups because the market wasn't moving at all. So similarly, Monday and Tuesday was not that volatile, so I didn't touch those days. But Wednesday, we started to get more volatility with Jerome Powell speaking, so I started trading. That was day 1. And so Thursday was day 2. Friday was day 3. So in total, I traded 3 days this week. However, Wednesday and Thursday was not as productive given the fact that we had NFP on Friday. And you're going to see in this video why trading outside of your rules can be detrimental to your account balance and also your mental capacity, causing you to miss out on opportunities. And so there's going to be a lot of lessons in this video as well. So get comfortable, grab a snack, grab a drink, and let's dive right into the charts and see the progress on the 150k challenge, 350k combines on TopstepX. Good morning, boys and girls. Today is day 1 of the 150k challenge. Currently, it's just past 10 o'clock within the silver bullet time zone of the New York session. We created this 50-minute fair value gap shortly after the 10 o'clock PMI data release, bringing us above the previous day highs. Obviously looking to get some longs, but just going to wait for price to go into discount. On the 5-minute chart, you can see that we also created this 5-minute fair value gap within the higher time frame one. So the thesis for the day is obviously bullish. Look for longs, but I want more retracements, possibly into these fair value gaps, ideally within that 5-minute fair value gap. So right now you can see that we're clearly bouncing off of the 50-minute fair value gap right now, and possibly the 5-minute order block that you can see just after 10 o'clock. So because that is being respected, I'm going to try to get a long, just one contract, hopefully, if we break out of that candle right there, the 1210 Jerome Powell volatility spike. So I'm gonna get long and I'm gonna ride it out, and stop loss just under the structure right there, and profit target is gonna be the equal highs. If we manage to get a little bit more push, that's gonna show some strength, and that's gonna give me confidence in putting my stop loss to break even, because if we don't push any higher, that's probably a sign that the sellers are back, buyer exhaustion. Right, so we are breaking down the structure, the very short-term structure to the upside, and as you can see, we got tagged out right there. That was a quick candle, so I'm gonna go long, and as planned, I'm gonna keep my stop loss at 250, and my take profit level is going to be higher than the equal highs that I've set earlier. Similar to last time, I am going to put my stop loss on break even after a strong push off of the bullish flag right here on the 1000 tick chart. If you don't find buyers right now, we're possibly gonna take out the lows. As you can see, tagged out right there. That was pretty quick. Finding some sellers, breaking below, quick candles to the downside. So this could potentially be a discounted area for those late buyers. But seeing that we're pushing higher, I'm gonna go long. Stop loss at 250, and my take profit is gonna be just below the lunchtime liquidity. And we got tagged out. I'm sticking to my long bias at the moment. I mean, these are pretty good discounted prices on an intraday basis. So I'm gonna add another contract. All right, as you can see, we are creating higher lows, so that's good. I'm gonna add a contract there. I'm confident that we're gonna bounce out of this trend line. Fast markets, I'm trying to process a lot of information real time in my head, and so there's a lot of discretionary going on right now in my trades, which I'm fine with. So I'm probably going to flatten at a certain level where I see rejections. So right about now, yeah, I'm fine with that. I mean, we could go higher, but I'm seeing the dollar right now going up, not liking my probabilities, because we had a drop to the downside, and we are now back up, retesting the breakdown level. I kind of want to see if we take this lower. I kind of want to get into a short for a good risk to reward trade. Probably gonna get tagged out. There you go, tagged out. So now we are negative $297.40 on those 3 accounts. So you can see that we are rejecting off of that high right there, the fair value gap. So I might go back into those short. I'm gonna add on to that. So I'm gonna add another contract for a total of 3 contracts short. So we are above previous day highs, so that could also be a level in which I take profits. So I closed my position just because we are nearing my take profit, and also we are hovering around previous day highs, and we're very much at the New York close. So as you saw in that trade recap, day 1 of the challenge was not as productive, but I'm still satisfied with the fact that I closed the day in profits, up $100 plus on the account balance. However, I'm not proud of trading the lunchtime session as I mentioned earlier, but I was still able to manage my risk by limiting myself to only 1 contract per position. Thursday, April 4th, the day before NFP. You may have noticed that I already published a video showing you guys the trades I took for that day, specifically highlighting the trades I took during the lunchtime and afternoon session, and showing you guys the reason why I missed out on the opportunity when we had that massive drop on all of the indices. So because I already made a dedicated video for day 2, I'm just going to give you guys a quick rundown of all the profits, the losses, and the account balance at the end of the day. So trade number 1, I tried to go for a long following the momentum, but unfortunately got stopped out, putting my account balance to negative $270.90. Trade number 2, I reversed my first position and went short, but unfortunately got stopped out as well, putting my account balance to negative $584.90. Finally, trade number 3, after getting tagged out of that first short, I went back for the second attempt, closed that for positive and putting me back to negative $48.90. So even though I was not able to put my account balance to positive or even break even, I'm going to consider it as a win given the fact that I preserved my mental capital for the Friday NFP. And just like what I said in my previous video, had I not taken the lunchtime low probability setups, I believe that I could have participated in that short, capture a huge portion of that drop, and close my account balance to positive, but I'm still satisfied overall with the fact that I was able to control myself and not overtrade. So let's jump right into day 3 of the 150k challenge, 3 50k combines on TopstepX. Friday, day 3, we did get the NFP data at 8:30. Didn't really move the markets at that time, but given the fact that we had such a violent drop the previous day, a lot of traders are going to be looking for a trend continuation, but for me personally, I see it as a discount for buying. And once I saw the failure to make lower lows on the ES after the 9:45 New York session open, and we were consolidating for 30 minutes, I saw that as an opportunity to look for longs, potentially mitigating the drop that we had the previous day. So we're going to jump right into my charts and show you guys the trades I took day 3. We are within that 1 minute and 5 minute bullish fair value gap on the ES. We did go past the previous session lows, but immediately bought back up, which is what I like to see. It shows a small liquidity grab followed by a possibility for a trend continuation with that strong momentum. So we are hovering above previous session lows, also that breakout level from 1050. And so here's another trend line. If we do break out above it, I'm seeing a possible move up until 5-260s. Or even reverting the whole move from yesterday. And so I'm gonna go long, seeing that we are showing an acceptance of price above previous session lows and a stop loss just under that structure right there. Currently, I am thinking of pushing my stop loss to break even at this point, just because we are trending to the upside with strong momentum. And so if we find rejection here at the 1 minute bearish fair value gap, as you can see on the left side, if we reject that, that is a possibility of a trend continuation to the downside, more retracement followed by a continuation move to the upside. But because I am now in profits, I don't want to go negative on it once again. And so that's the reason why I pushed my stop loss to break even plus. As you can see, we are finding rejections and the break-even stop loss is just a way for me to protect my downside and making sure that I let my trades run if I am in the profits. So I'm going to trail this position where it makes sense. So a break of that level right there where I have my stop loss, which is stop profits now. If that breaks, it also means that is a break of structure and we could see more retracement to the downside followed by an up move. But I just want to make sure that I lock in profits as much as I can while still riding this move to the upside. We are finding buyers taking profits here, and so sellers could take advantage of that and seek lower prices. So I am going to get out of that position, putting us at $1,141.50 on the day so far, getting us close to that 1,500 profit target, the consistency plan that is set for the 50K combine. So I'm going to get one long right there, stop loss just below that structure, below the New York highs, and I want this to go right now. I'm going to put a time stop because it is a scalp, one contract breakout. So if we ever do get more momentum, I'm going to put my stop loss or break even like so, just because it is a scalp, it is a breakout trade. And if we ever show any signs of pullbacks, it might retest that level. But for now, I'm seeing a lot of continuation to the upside, strong momentum. But given the fact that we are so close to that 1,500, I'm not going to take more risk on this. And I'm going to trail this position as well. I'm not going to add to it. I'm just going to let it play out. And I'm going to be quick and nimble with this one as it is a scalp trade, a breakout trade. So I'm going to flatten all if I see any sign of reversal. Just like that, I exited my position. So now we are up $1,326.30 on the day. Very, very close to that 1,500 goal. And because we are so close to 12 o'clock lunchtime, I'm not going to look for aggressive trades, but I am going to look for long opportunities should we retrace closer to the breakout point around that New York high that I've lined up right there. Also, because I'm so close to that 1,500 profit target on the 3 combines, I'm not going to trade my P&L, I'm not going to force any trades, but I'm still going to look for long opportunities given the strength in the markets right now. But I'm going to cap my risk so that I don't go into drawdown on that position if it goes under, and potentially revenge trade, go on tilt, and trade the rest of the afternoon. It is Friday after all. And to be honest, I am content with just closing my charts right now. But given this strength, I still want to capture all of the given opportunities, but in a responsible manner. And so my plan is, if I do find an entry and I do go long, I'm going to put a very tight stop loss on it, and I'm going to be quick to take my profits, even if I don't get that 1,500 profit target off of that position, or if it goes against me and hit my stop loss, that's probably a sign to walk away, close the charts, and be content with 1,000 plus on the session, getting us close to funding the 350K combines. So right now I'm seeing a possible bounce off of this trend line right now, although it didn't touch it. There's still strong continuation after a minor consolidation on the 1-minute chart. And so if we break above that high on that candle right there, I'm going to get long with a tight stop loss. There you go, I'm going to get long. Right, so putting my stop at break even now, but we are pushing with a lot of strength, so I'm going to trail it higher. But as I mentioned earlier, any signs of rejection on the 1000 tick chart, I'm going to get out. Just like that. So that's going to put us 1,436 on the day, just under the profit target of 1,500. So I'm going to close my charts, and that's going to be it for Friday's session. Overall, a pretty good day. So that's the update of week 1 of the 150K challenge, 350K combines on TopstepX, putting my account balance at $1,531.30 on all of those 3 accounts. So I hope you enjoyed this update and this video. If you did, hit the like button and also subscribe to my channel to see more content like this. As always, I appreciate you watching this video until the very end. Trade well, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.